Alright, you guys, shorter video. Just started. It is the last day of vacation or of Thanksgiving break, which is basically just my Sunday. Tomorrow's back to work. Meant to do more than I actually ended up doing today. And it's back to work tomorrow, but that is fine. Had a fairly good break, and I do get an additional day this upcoming weekend, or week, so I'll probably just be using for work stuff. So I most definitely did not put Christmas stuff up this weekend. Back to the drawing board tomorrow. And then also a new, possibly a new schedule. I'm going to aim to wake up early so the dogs can get outside time before I start work. The original ideal was for me to of course wake up early so they can play before I start work, so they'll be tired. But then to also have them play before their classes, which would be I'm watching Jack. She does have the e-collar, and the current remote that I have that's for both of their collars is currently just tuned to her because I'm watching her energy level. This Jack's extra, like I've told you guys that before. She wants to play rough but not get played rough back. That's basically it. And so I don't really, since Kratos isn't really old enough to really stand up for himself all the time when he should, you know, we'll step in and correct him. So like if she wants to correct Kratos for chewing on that, she will get corrected herself. Because it's just ridiculous. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, I've decided that instead of having them play right before one of their classes, which is what I usually try to do so that their energy level's low for class, you know, they'll just behave better in class. I do prefer them to be tired more so at night. That's exactly what she did. I don't know if she actually heard herself doing that, but I do know the Kratos ran into her. But so basically I'll just do it after dinner. They'll have the last playtime instead of before class. So whew, gosh, it's cold out here, you guys. I need to start burning some gloves. I'm glad the dogs are fine. As long as they're moving around, they do pretty okay. See, she's making all that noise. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but of all of the dogs that I do have, Jack is probably my least intelligent. That being said, she does the best in classes and just behavior-wise in general, but that's because she's the least intelligent, right? My other dogs, they actually have the wherewithal to be like, yeah, as long as that's all noise, I don't even care. She can make as much noise as she wants. So anyway, I'm still watching her, by the way. Oh, my phone, it's not gonna be a long video also. Back to Jack. So she'll do the best when I tell her to do something in public or at home. She's the first to want to do it. But it is because she's the least smart. She's a dog, right? Like, she's just like, okay, whatever you want to do, whatever makes you happy, I'll do it. My other dogs, particularly my Dogos, Paco too, but particularly my Dogos, they're really intelligent. So like, yeah, okay, you want me to do this, so what's my benefit to it? And so that means they're just extra hard-headed. They think about stuff more, right? So, but Jack, I have problems with, I've had problems with her food aggression. And it's not necessarily bad, but she does do this thing where, and it was much worse when she was a puppy, but every once in a while, playing with her bowl, like I can touch her bowl fine, it's fine, but if she's chewing on something and I pet her, regardless if I'm holding whatever she's chewing on or not, she'll get real stiff and uncomfortable and do a little bit of a growl, right? Like, she's trying to warn me, like, no, don't touch me, this is my food, even though I'm holding it. So, and usually dogs, if you do enough leadership things with them, like, hey, you know, you can't do this until I say so, or, you know, you need permission for me to do this, like, they can't just do whatever they want. Usually dogs don't do that. But Jack's the only dog I've really had problems with that, to where she really wants to control the food, even though, you know, I'm in the leadership role. She, you know, if I tell her to get off the food, she will, but she just doesn't want to be touched from eating food, which, you know, fair enough. My other dogs, including my Dogos, they don't care. They already understand, even though they're the most hard-headed dogs I've ever had, they understand my role in their life, and they're okay with me touching their food, touching them while they're eating. They don't care, they'll wag their little tails. He'll see if I got anything else going on, if I have any other food. But yeah. So, which is, I thought it was interesting. I honestly thought I'd have more of an issue with the dogos because they're more intelligent, because, you know, they'll try to, you know, in my mind, I thought they're going to try to, look at her. All that growling and stuff, she's like, wait, no, come play with me. Don't play with that stick, play with this one here. I wish they would run away, or not run away, but do some running, you know, instead of all this stuff. So this is a little tree toy that I have. Jack saw me going towards it, so she came out here. The thing is that Kratos will all the time play. Like, Jack will play with this toy all day. It's hanging up here right now, but Jack will play with that toy all day, but Kratos won't, and I kind of want Kratos tired, but yeah. Anyway, but yeah, that's one of the things I've noticed between Jack and my dogos. Like, she more willing to do what I say, but also she struggles the most with just basic stuff. Or not basic stuff, but, you know, leadership stuff, I can tell her to do whatever. She's going to do it immediately, but things like food aggression, things I didn't think I was going to have problems with her with, she struggled the most with it. She's just showing up. Yeah, so long as it's all vocal, I don't even care. I will say that the issue that I have with Kratos now is, besides the fact that, the only issue that I have, is quote unquote issue, is literally just the fact that he doesn't stand up for himself all the time in regards to Jack when he should. He tries very hard to be a gentleman when it comes to these ladies. But one thing I know for a fact is I won't have to deal with that with Samara. Samara's not going to take, you know, Samara's just not going to take anything from Jack, especially when she tries not to now, but she's smaller than Jack. But let her, when she's 7, 8 months, she's going to be as big or bigger than Jack, and there's not going to be that issue. Ooh, paws, man. I was about to say my paws are cold. Anyway, y'all, I'm in the video here. I don't have a lot of storage, and I want to attempt to get some video of Samara playing, possibly with Jack. Who knows? But I do need to save some storage and power for them. So, bye. Alright, you guys, we're back in here. This is their second playtime. They played earlier today. They did play earlier. Oh yeah, so they did play earlier today for the first time. I just wasn't able to record it because, like I imagined, my phone, oh, sorry, listening. My phone storage / power both kind of capped out on me, So I do have Jack and Kratos just played, but it's came to the point where Kratos doesn't really want to play with Jack, because Jack's just kind of too much, and she gets her butt, you know, she gets in her feelings too quickly, right? So Jack is now outside for her final playtime, or for her party time, and then this will be their final playtime for the night, and then these babies will go to the bathroom. Technically Samara just came in, but she'll still need to use the bathroom again before she goes to sleep, you know. As a puppy, she kind of just needs to, but she'll go last. So. Jack, or Paco, my little chihuahua, has been out for the night. Jack's going out for the final time tonight for herself. Kratos is next, and then Samara. So, I kind of wanted to do a Samara and Jack video at this point, but like I said, Jack, panting, tired. I mean, she could have definitely played. You know, Jack is Energizer Bunny. Definitely has the Pitbull energy for sure. Kratos gonna be Kratos, yeah. She doesn't do this in puppy class, I mean, you guys know that, but when I say that Samara is not gonna tolerate Jack's behavior once Samara can actually correct her, and like, that's what I mean, because Samara already out here trying to issue corrections to be like, hey, I'm the boss. Now, technically, Samara and Jack have never gotten into a spat at all. I mean, the most you'll see is what Samara just did there. It's all that growling and stuff. And Jack will do the same thing as Kratos just did and kind of just take it and continue playing. And they recognize that she's a puppy, so they don't take her seriously. But best believe that when Samara is bigger than Jack, right around 7, 8 months, you know, there will be a correction in which Jack is going to be expected to not play at all like the game. I don't actually know if Kratos is going to ever get over it. Kratos is a big old He's a big old goofy gentleman, basically. Like, none of my dogs have scarring on them, except for Kratos, because he allows all the females to play rough with him. And so Kratos is the only one that has scarring. No matter, he gives no scarring to anybody else. So, Samara, enough. Yeah, you just got in trouble, girl. Hush it up. Unnecessary. That's also cute that she's tired. She does that the most when she's kind of sleepy, but I do want to let her burn out some energy for bedtime. So I was thinking about it, and I personally like having play times right before bed because the dogs are kind of tired. You know, they'll play, use the bathroom last time, and they'll go to sleep. And so this really a quick way for them to go to sleep and then just lay down just to relax. But if I kind of keep this timetable, there's not going to be a point where they're playing outside for a second playtime. It'll always be inside because, or if at least it'll always be inside. I have no lights outside. So recorded doesn't matter. I need to be able to see them regardless. So they'll always be inside so I can watch them at the very least. But I might pop it up a little earlier, so maybe in the summer it'll still be bright outside. So around 8 o'clock it's still bright and early up here. Or yeah, up here. And so I might pop it up a bit early depending on how that goes. And luckily by the time they're ready for that. How old will Samara be? I don't know. She might not be old enough to sleep with the rest of the dogs, but I don't know. Kratos has been sleeping inside the house. Only kind of frequently. I guess only kind of routinely since he's been... Oh, let me get this wrong. Since he's been 9 months old, possibly? Because him and Jack are at the point where they can lay down and... So long as they're tired, let me say that. They can lay down and basically go to sleep. Oh, look at her, trying to mount. You see, she does just none of that in puppy class. And, you know, those dogs are a little... But I actually do appreciate it. I appreciate she understands that, okay, this is packed and this isn't packed. So I can do this with these dogs. I can't do it with these dogs. But, Samara, enough. Mars, enough. The girl. She's a little tired puppy, but she's still got plenty of energy, as you guys can see. But I am kind of low-key hoping that there will be a point in time. I'm gonna close this door up, y'all. There will be a point in time when Kratos no longer takes, you know, crap from Jack. Because Jack really needs a dog's correction. Like, she understands that I'm fussing at her. Like, don't get me wrong. She's like, okay, let me stop doing whatever I'm doing. But it's literally like that. Like, whatever I'm doing, I need to stop. It's not like, oh, I'm doing this wrong, let me stop. It's, you know. And I will say the e-collar has a bit better, like, she understands it a bit more. I can time the e-collar correctly with what her behavior is. And luckily with Jack, a vibration is literally all I need. I mean, like I said, as far as dogs go, she's less stubborn. She's easier trainable, I guess. But so it's easier to kind of pinpoint the exact behavior. And none of the dogs taking her seriously yet. I actually don't know how Jack's gonna behave. Because Jack, there's a lot of things about Jack that's just like, she's a really sweet dog, really sweet, submissive dog to me. And she's incredibly playful with all the other dogs, so don't get me wrong. But then there's just the one time when she's playing real rough, where she wants to be, you know, she wants to correct and everything. And I don't know if you guys noticed it, but you'll notice that in any of the videos where Jack and Kratos have gotten into it inside here, which is the only time that they've really gotten into it, when Kratos can't run. It's just like, you know what, I can't run, let me correct you. You'll notice that even immediately after that, Jack will kind of stay away, but you'll notice that she'll kind of still be in Kratos' space, right? So they'll get into a little scuffle. They'll move away from each other, but then Kratos moves over here, and Jack kind of moves in this direction too. So it's like she's kind of putting pressure on him as far as just her body language, without actually saying, "Hey, I want to play." And it's not necessarily. It's something that my voice cracked, y'all. Something that you'll see like just from alpha behavior. Like, yeah, like I told you that, I corrected you. Like it's kind of, you know, it's kind of like standing up for himself in some kind of way. So, which isn't necessarily total submission, even though every time they get into a scuffle out here, you know, Kratos puts her in some suppression, right? But, so it'll be interesting to see how they mature and grow. Samara, enough, girl. Sir, my neighbors probably think I have like a dog fighting ring with how much noise she makes. Yeah, I was talking to you, girl. I was talking to you, girl. She's getting to the point where she responds really well to, or fairly well to verbal, a stop. As a young puppy, she just ignored it. I mean, Kratos did the same thing. So, no surprise there. If he's finally like, okay, let me stop you, okay, I'll pause. This is good stuff. Yeah, Jack's outside making little sad puppy noises when she should be using the bathroom. But basically, as soon as they're done playing, I am going to put Samara up, and then take Jack out, or take Kratos out. Bring Jack in for the night. Yeah, that squeaky sound. That's Mrs. making sad puppy noises. I want you to know how well you guys might see her. She's currently in the window now. You guys might see her. You might see her. But there's reflections kind of showing in the window right now. You'll see her little face. See her little face right there. She's looking in and being all sad. Anyway, you guys, I'm not gonna make this video real long. Kratos is clearly tired. Look at tired me. I don't know. Tech does. I mean, I will try to change it up, but for the time being, Kratos has so much energy and does kind of give him trouble at night. So he'll just be walking around doing nothing, getting into stuff. So he needs to be tired and be well behaved. I mean, a tired dog's a good dog, generally speaking. Unless you guys want them to do a job, then they should hopefully be plenty of energy. Look at this. Look at this. Mardukes, you are too young for that, missus. This is like he's getting all the action and whatever since he can with all the girls. Little boy. Anyway, y'all. So I'm in this video here. Hello to all my new subscribers. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, you guys. Okay. Yeah, I'm excited for them to be tired. Hopefully, I'll be able to get a video tomorrow and playing in the morning if my new schedule works out, because tomorrow will be the first time I'm actually putting it into practice on a weekday. So, maybe I'll see some playtime first in the morning. We'll see how that works out. But regardless, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!